Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple things in Canvas, and then I'm going to show you how to use the first couple things in Illustrator. I need to put my other screen back up so I have some light on myself here. All right. So this is the home page of Canvas, and you'll notice that so far we've worked in the start here and the intro to graphic design. The portfolios I'll talk about in a minute, but you're going to need to download the first portfolio, the practice portfolio, so that you can turn this work in. Where we're going to focus right now is in this Adobe Illustrator icon. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to take us to the help page. And what the help page has on here is some videos about, or a video about how to do some things, and then it's got like what the toolbar stuff does, which is handy. So this is what the names of them are. This is what they do, so that then you guys can work ahead however you guys want. And so you can come back here if you forget what it is that I told you to use for something and what it does, then you'll have that there. So that being said, I'm going to press next, and where it's going to take us is to the Illustrator Basics page. It's going to take us to the Illustrator Basics page. There's the learning targets, and then there's some student examples. And for the recording, this is, by the way, on my projector as well, so I'm going to kind of slide this slowly because otherwise the computer and the projector don't line up very good. So these are the basic skills that you're going to learn how to do in this. So there's 6 different things. We're going to learn how to put a font, change the font. We're going to know how to do a stroke and a fill, which is the 2 we're going to do today. And then we'll learn how to fit it to a path. So one of our first projects is going to be our button. So we want to be able to fit it to the circle of the button. So we're going to be able to do that, as well as some people like fit it to like their little star or to whatever. So tomorrow we'll do the fit to path, and we'll do a shape. And then the day after we'll do a gradient fill. Well, we might do it tomorrow too. We'll see. And then we'll do whatever the last thing, clipping mask. Thank you. Clipping mask. We'll do that one as well. There are videos here. These videos, like I was saying a minute ago, are videos from Hoover at the moment, from the teacher that put together part of this page. I've been doing a lot of updates, and my next thing to update is the videos. So it's not random Hoover stuff that doesn't all apply to us. It's going to be specifically for us. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so if I was to click on one of those and play this, it's going to show you these things. So the text tool in Illustrator, and remember I have Illustrator saved to my taskbar at the bottom. What it's going to tell you to do is to make a new file. So you can do new file here, or you can do file new here. It really doesn't matter. I tend to go file new. And then there's some things you can change. What is it saying? Oh, print. Okay. So right here, you're going to select print, because everything we do in here is going to be print, and it will give you different options depending upon what it is you choose. Okay. So we're going to do a new print file. The next thing you're going to notice is over here on, oh crap, I wish I had my, I'm going to have to find that. I have like a little, a thing that puts like a little yellow circle around my pointer. I'm going to have to find that and see if I can get it back on there. So I'm going to change it from points, because do you guys know what points are? Because Lord knows I don't. So we're going to change it from points to inches, because we all understand inches. So we're going to stick it on inches, and you'll look up there, it says 8.5 by 11. I'm okay with that. If you want it to go the other way, if you want it to be 8.5 tall by 11 wide, then you'll just click this other one, and it would switch it to the width and the height the other direction. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave this one vertical, and it says artboards. The page that we're making, it doesn't call them pages or sheets. It calls them artboards in Illustrator. So we're going to leave that at 1. If I wanted to put in margins, I could do that here as well. So it gives you quite a few options. I can name it now, which I don't usually do, but we'll do it because that's what he does in his, and why not? It's just something I do later typically. So I'm going to call this Basic Skills 1, because we're going to have a couple of them, right? We're going to add to it. It's all good. So Basic Skills 1, and I'm going to do Create. And then I'm going to stare at it until it decides to work. And I'm going to give these students that won't shut their holes the evil eye now that you're on the recording. Gentlemen. Okay, the next thing I do is, whoa, is I try to get that stuff from popping up. There we go. Not there. I gotta find it. I'm in a view that is going to be a little different than what some of your guys's are. Like yours might pop up in Essentials. Here we go. I think that's right. Yes. Okay. So here's the deal. Do you guys see how there's a toolbar on the left and a toolbar across the top? Yes? Toolbar across the left and a toolbar across the top. If you're in Essentials, that ain't going to happen. Okay? I have stuff on the right and the left and the top. If you are, do you see this little icon that I'm clicking right here? If you're in Essentials, that's not going to happen. I like to be in Typography because it gives me way more stuff. Okay? So that very far right icon is going to allow you to choose a different kind of set of stuff. You can come in, it's fine. So I'm going to click on Typography. Okay, so Typography allows you more stuff. Watch if I click on Essentials, like stuff will go away. Do you guys see all that stuff go away? Oh, there it goes. Like that sucks, right? We don't want that. So I'm going to click back and I'm going to go to Typography because I get all the options. All right, from here, what's up? Huh? You're going to have to wait because I'm in the middle of a recording. Is that okay? All right. Nope, that's perfect. Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry. Okay. So what we're going to do today is go to the T, right? The text tool, type tool. If you hover over it, it tells you what things are, by the way. So I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to type in Weller. Can you see it? It's super teeny tiny, right? So here's the deal. After you type something, if you want to change the size or the color of it or anything and you're still in the text tool, the type tool, you have to highlight it. So like you got to select it. And then I can come up here and I can click this and make it big, or I can just type in a number or whatever. So I can go, I'm going to make this 72. Now we can read it, right? So there's that. So now I've got my type, I've got my word. You're like, okay, here's the deal. If you guys give me projects that have this boring font, I'm going to know that you're too lazy to change the font or that you didn't learn how. Okay? Because that's pretty boring unless it's like a paragraph, right? So how you change that is you go to the text tool and you highlight it. You know what? Maybe you don't have to. You don't have to. That's how he does it. So you can do it while you're in the text tool if you want. You know, highlight it and then come up here and click the little icon and we'll show you what all the different ones look like. So maybe I'm in the mood for this today. And that's fine. Okay? So that's one. I can click the text tool and type in my name again if I want, right? So I can click the text tool. I can click here. I can type Weller. I can select it. Again, remember how I said I showed you guys how to do things multiple ways? This is ugly, but I'm going to pick it anyways, right? So there's another, you know, so I can just keep doing it that way. Or I'm going to show you how to duplicate, okay? A cheap way to duplicate. On your keyboard, there's the Alt key. If I hold the Alt key and I click and I drag, do you see how I get a second one? Okay? It gives this little line so that I can make sure they're lined up to the left if I want them to be. Okay, so I have a second one. And now, since I'm on just the selection tool, which is that top See how it says selection tool, the top left tool? I can, remember I did it from the text tool before, but now I can still do it from here. So I can scroll through these. Since I'm in typography, I can do it from here. So I can go down and go, you know, I kind of feel like that today, right? And you're going to go through and you're going to pick out and scroll through some different fonts and find ones that you think are interesting, okay? Are you good with how to use the type and text tool? Are there questions about it? Over here in properties, by the way, I haven't talked about my right toolbar yet. In properties, it gives similar options to what's across the top, but I still like to have it across the top because a lot of times I'm in something else other than properties on the right. I think it's probably from my time in Photoshop. I usually am in layers or, you know, something else. That's why I like across the top and down the side. So it's over here along the right-hand side as well. So how do I change my color? Because I don't want everything black, right? I'm wearing purple and blue today. So we're going to go purple and blue for mine. So I can do this a couple of places. Do you guys see right here where I'm at on the left? This black box is the fill. See fill and stroke? This is fill. If I click this other box that looks like a border, that's the stroke. Okay? So I can change the color here. I can double click it and it will pop up and I can go, all right, I want my stroke to be this color of stroke. And now it's got a purple line around it. It's really small. So I can come over to the stroke either up here and make it bigger. See it getting bigger? That looks stupid. But you can make it bigger like that. Or the same things happen over here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That's odd. Oh, haha. That's okay. I'm going to throw this up in here. There we go. Properties. It was hiding it. So here I can change the stroke there as well. Okay, so there's a couple ways to do that. For the fill, I can change the fill over here, up top, or on the right. Left, top, or right. Doesn't matter. Okay, I can double click it. I can go, I want it to be, what did I say? Kind of a teal. Let's go teal. I like teal. So now I'm teal with purple. Okay? You can pick it here. If you're like, you know, I really want it to be red, find red. But you have to be clicked on the correct thing. So right now I'm clicked on the big solid square, so that's the fill. If I clicked on the stroke, that's the border. So I'm going to go red and black. Well, there you go, red and black. Okay? Whatever word you're selected on is the one that will do that. So if I go here and I select a different one, then I can make this one purple border with teal inside. Okay? And you can see the top and the left-hand toolbar changing as well. And if I go back to properties, it will change there as well. Okay? Stroke and fill. Remember the stroke, where it says 1 point, that's the size of like how thick the stroke is. So if I want it thicker than that, I can click it like that one's at 2. So now you can actually see it from across the room. Okay? So the goal today is to play with some of these. We've got about 25 minutes left because remember today's kind of long day, so we get 5 extra minutes so we don't get out till 9:15. Okay, so I want you to play with these. The last thing I'm going to show you is this. Okay, is anybody in here used the snipping tool before? Snipping tool, snipping tool. Snipping tool is awesome. It's something else I also put in my taskbar, and if I were you, I'd put it there as well. That way you don't have to search it. So if you go into your little search thing and you type in snip, you'll find it. Pin it to your taskbar, but it looks like these little scissors. If I click it, it's going to pop up like this, and then I can do new, and wherever I click and drag, that's what it's going to snip. So there's my snip. Okay? And now I can put this in my PowerPoint. So remember when I told you guys that you're going to go to those portfolios?